much the issue of the what is it again, the person, sorry, yeah, yeah, sorry about that. It's just the issue with dealing with the competent authority. But outside of that, Mr. Speaker, the only thing I would ask the minister to address in our closing up is the impact that some of these changes will have with regards to the data protection law. That also of other issues I think that we should be concerned with, just to make sure that the laws are compatible. But outside of that, we do recognize that these changes are necessary, and it is just part of the world that we're living in today. Thank you.
Does any other member wish to speak? The Honorable Leader of the Opposition. Honorable members,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
there is a rule that I can curtail some things, so
Thank you, Mr.
we're on a
Speaker.
busy schedule.
Mr. Speaker, as my colleague, the member from Buddentown West indicated, I would speak briefly on this bill, and what I have to say, I hope covers a number of the bills, and hopefully I will not have to repeat myself on those. Mr. Speaker, I believe that the record will reflect that for many years, regardless of where we sat in this honorable house, we have always provided support for changes to our laws, especially when it comes to the financial industry. Because we have recognized over the many years that we have either been the guinea pig or they have shifted the goalposts on us. But each time they shift those goalposts, we would score another goal and then they shift them again. So it has been a real roller coaster ride for this country to maintain its position in the world financial industry. And whilst we all understand that and do our best to support whichever government is in place, we nevertheless have certain questions that come along with it, like the substantial presence that we did recently. I still have my concerns about those LCCLs that could be offered to them. But be that as it may, Mr. Speaker, this tranche of amendments that the minister is bringing, and we can't help but support the minister and the government in trying to be compliant, if we can call it that. Be that as it may, Mr. Speaker, you know, we have this thing called peer review. Through the CFATF, sorry. Caribbean Financial Task Force. Now, Mr. Speaker, I had a brief discussion with the Attorney General earlier today, and I asked him who the members are at this time. And he indicated they were all the Caribbean countries. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to be disparaging to our brothers and sisters within the Caribbean, but I find it rather concerning that, or I guess concerning would be the right word that I can use, that someone who has not been in the business can review those of us who have done nothing but that business. It is my understanding that this round of peer reviews, which happens at least once every 3 years, I believe, was conducted by some of our competitors, BVI, Bahamas, Bermuda, I think, and our good friends to the south